Pantoufleee! Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to discuss the 7.0 update preview, which should hit the game in less than a month by now. I'm expecting it to drop before May ends, but maybe Wargaming are going to change their plan. Before starting, this video is based on leaks and expectations, not what Wargaming officially announced. Now I'm forced to do that because if I don't, Wargaming is clapping my cheeks. So yeah, now you know you're warned for the rest of the content. Now let's go straight to the subject. The first thing first is the Vickers tanks coming, the light British tanks. These are researchable tanks, and based on some leak pages of Russian guys on YouTube and also on Instagram, I'm able to translate what he says, and he says clearly that the British light tanks are expected for the 7.0 update, and the new branch will begin with the Komets. So basically, really simple, if you want to be ready for the upcoming UK light tanks, you just have to play again and again and again your Comet in order to unlock the 3 tanks of the branch. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna put you screens of all the tanks from the branch, but what you need to understand about these tanks, there are probably 3 things to learn. They have a good mobility, they have a good gun depression, and they don't have no armor. That's pretty much all you need to understand about these tanks, but of course we will talk and also review them in the upcoming update, don't worry. Finally, before switching subjects, I want to remind you one thing. These tanks are tech tree tanks, they are researchable, we are not talking about collectibles or any premiums, and it's a good transition because now we're going to talk about the upcoming premiums. The first one that is most likely to hit the shop as soon as the update drops is probably the Super Conqueror. Why? Because if the 7.0 update brings us new light tanks, it could be a good thing and a good publicity for British tanks to implement this tank in this update, in this specific update. And I think that's what Wargaming is going to do. The Super Conqueror test is already finished. Wargaming is just waiting for the right time to release it, so I'm expecting it to be in the shop in the 7.0 update. What do you need to know about the tank? Real quick, it's basically a Conqueror with a lot more armor and a really bad gun angling. If we sum up real quick, you have an average mobility, an extremely good armor, turret or even the whole armor, everything is broken in terms of armor. If you want the closer thing to the Super Conqueror is probably the KR11 Action 10. If you take the Conqueror, it's the regular KR11. If you take the Super Conqueror, it's the KR11 Action 10. It's pretty similar, it's pretty broken as well. That's gonna be a great tank in order to hit everything all down, etc. But be aware of your bad gun handling. That's the only bad side about the tank. How is it coming? I already did a video on that. It's probably going to come in crates, of course, because we all know Wargaming greediness for crates. So they're going to put it in crates. And yeah, probably in crates for money. Don't expect Wargaming to put it in for gold, because we all know that they really love making money over us through gambling. So they are going to make as much money as they can by throwing crates for money. That's the first tank of the list. Now the second one, I'm not sure that it will hit the shop because I think it's in the second stages of testing because the tank was too broken the first time it was implemented. That's the 50TP prototype. That's a tier 9 Polish tank. It would be the first Polish tank to enter the game. And the main problem with this tank, it has everything. You have a good mobility, you have an extremely good armor, and you have a great gun. Everything is perfect, and that's why it's entering back into testing, because I think, and I'm expecting Wargaming that wants to nerf it. I mean, it's a premium tank, a collectible, so we can expect Wargaming to put it a little bit OP for people to buy it because they want to make money. But in the current stage, it's the alpha tank of tier 9. They need to do something about that, and that's why they are actually working on that. And once again, if Wargaming doesn't nerf it, it means they're gonna make it broken, and if it's broken, you all know how it's gonna come. It's gonna come in crates like the SU-130PM, like the Super Conqueror, and like pretty much every single broken tank, because Wargaming appetite for our money knows no boundaries. Finally, for the last premiums you already know about, the Chieftain and the Badger, those tier 10 tanks. As they're implemented British light tanks, it's possible that they want to make the whole month, at least in the shop, full British, and they are probably gonna release... And that's only my expectations. I mean, there is nothing to confirm what I'm saying right now, so be careful about what I'm saying. But you can expect them probably to put in the shop the Chieftain or the Badger or both of them, just to support the fact that they implemented those new light tanks that are British. They did that, I don't remember for what branch they did that, but it's the case. Sometimes it happens, but it's all up to Wargaming and I don't have any more information regarding that. Hope you enjoyed. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like and share, and I'm gonna see you soon, probably for a new video or a new stream. See ya guys.